Wake up, goddammit, and welcome to another episode of Hip Hop and Hoops. Yeah. All right, let's get it. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Yeah. I'm your host, Taj Longino, a.k.a. The Voice, and I'm and my co-host right here, my man, Mr. Controversial.
Man, if that's what they say, I just think I'm right. That's all it is. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when I'm right, I'm right. And like Kanye said, it's not that I'm not right. I'm just not right now. Like, give about 5 years, you're going to be like, man, he told me this 5 years ago.
AJ, y'all. Alonzo. All right. Matter of fact, you know what you've never done? Mm-hmm. I know I tag you on the, when we posting the content, but you've never given people your IG.
That's true. My IG is I am AJ Miles.
Okay.
Underscore. I think is it underscore? Yes, afterwards. Yes. And
the fact that you don't even know that.
Because I didn't take Instagram seriously until I got directly off Facebook. So yeah, that's my Instagram, and that's the only thing I really have social media wise right now.
All right. Oh, y'all make sure that y'all follow us.
Yes, I am AJ Miles.
Yes, Hip Hop and Hoops Pod on TikTok. We live on TikTok right now. What's up, TikTok? Instagram, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel, Hip Hop and Hoops Pod. I think this is episode 3. Is it? 4? 3? All right.
All 3 of y'all.
Yeah. So we haven't been in the studio in a couple weeks, man. What's been going on, bro?
Everything, man. It's been a good. We talking hip hop and hoops, but we have to give a shout out to IU. It's the first time in school history that they got it. They're the number 1 program in the country. So we got to give it up for IU on that.
Give it up for IU, man.
Yeah, give it up for IU. But, that was fun. Outside of that, the last 2 weeks, man, I just been, have you ever seen the 18? The movie?
No. Well, actually, no.
The main character, I forgot his name, the dude who's a strategist. He got locked up, and he had a plan. He's like, you give me a day, I could do whatever, but you give me a year, I can figure everything out. Mm-hmm. Well, I've been quiet for a while, so.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
Things are coming.
Let's get it going. So we got a lot to cover.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things that happened in the last couple weeks since the last time we done sat down.
Yes.
And we're going to start off with the most number 1 trending topic, of course, that's going around, and that's the Diddy documentary.
Yes.
The Diddy documentary. So before I give my take, I haven't even seen it yet, so I can't even really speak on it from that aspect, but what's your thoughts on, have you seen it?
Yeah. My girl wanted to watch it. I really don't care for it, but we watched it. It's cool. Let's say this. Let's look at it from a perspective of, is the documentary good? The behind the scenes footage,
you talking about the actual work of putting it together?
The actual work.
Okay.
The putting up, like how Puff started his career, because it didn't start off like it was hating. It started off like the showing who Puff was. Mm-hmm. All the way to like everything and building the stories and the narratives. If it's that's what I'm looking at, I think it's dope.
Okay.
But if that's not what I'm looking at, and I'm looking at the people involved, I don't feel comfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm gonna start talking to like Candace Owens. It makes me uncomfortable. Because I always look at who benefits after tragedies happen. Because that's who probably did it. Right? So the fact that 50, I don't like the identity and the character of 50. And what I mean by that is he's the street dude. He does all this. He's super tough. But, bro, you're known for snitching. Let's not get that over with.
Got to stop you there.
Okay, that's fine.
He did not snitch. Right. That paperwork has already been verified by NYPD that was not a real. He did not tell on them for the stabbing situation.
Okay, cool. Let's say he didn't do that.
Okay, all right.
Do you not see this as snitching?
No.
Okay,
because I'm gonna tell you why.
So Puff already beat the case and he beat the trial. Like, what he has to do is serve the next 5 years, and he has to do it.
I gotta stop you.
Okay.
I usually I'm sorry to interrupt, but I like this. So just because you've been found not guilty by your peers don't mean you didn't do it. There's a lot of killers that beat cases.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that didn't happen. So let's look at it like this. OJ beats the trial. Right. At that time, we all thought OJ did it, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, right after OJ beats the trial,
the real killer got
No, not the real killer. Let's say, who was a good running back then?
Oh, Barry Sanders.
Let's say Barry Sanders does a documentary on OJ saying this is everything that went on. Mm-hmm. And then after he beats certain things, he starts bringing up other things. This is weak in every way possible. All it looks like is Diddy handlers replace Diddy with 50. Because he's on Good Morning America. He's #1 trending on Netflix. He's #1 everywhere. How do you come because you want to talk about Diddy and you're funny and I'm a troll and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's cool and all, I guess, for the internet. But on some real nigga shit? Nah, bro. That's lame to me. And I'm not defending Diddy. If he did whatever he did, he got to go to jail. And that's the case. But
he did beat the hell out of Cash. That's official.
Yeah, but that's not what he was charged with.
I get it.
Yeah, so if we're not debating is Diddy a scumbag.
Right.
We're not debating that. We're debating is 50 Cent a scumbag.
Right. And
because how he's going about it, anybody could have did that documentary. Okay, you want to get paid? That's cool, get paid. But the things you're doing, you work with Jimmy Iovine. Like, we look at 50 like he's getting away with a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to get away with. So we're acting like he's a part or distance from the whole cabal of hip hop. Because when you look at Diddy, if you really wanted a dope documentary about Diddy, tie it to the Epstein files. This is what people want to hear. I don't want to hear stuff we've been knowing about Diddy and you're like, well, he might have killed Pac. He might have killed Biggie. Or like, okay, cool. If that's the case, he needs to go to jail. But you didn't take the bigger story and you kicked the man when he was down. Like, at the end of the day, I don't, like, it's T Hood, for instance. Whatever happened with T Hood, I'm not going to repeat it or just whatever. When that happened, I knew T Hood. I didn't inbox him or anything, but I didn't say anything. I'm not going to say anything when you're down. Right? If I seen him, I'm like, bro, this probably was a bad idea to do this, this, and this. But I'm not saying anything when you're down. He made a post. It was funny as hell. And he has every right to feel the way he did. But I made a post and he said something and it was political, which me and T Hood debated about all the time. It wasn't about his situation with Shorty. It was political. And then I put, when are we going to stop listening to these people? Right? And in that moment, I'm like, okay, cool. But he inboxed me and he was like, yo, man, I thought you would kick me when I was down and blah, blah, blah. But he blocked me right afterwards. I would have said, I'm not even talking about your thing. What I'm saying is, it's easy to kick a nigga when he's down. Why didn't you kick Puff when he was on top? Like, you took shots. He took shots. But what you're doing now is lame, bro. I hear you. You made money. You did what you did. But you didn't go to the real story. You went to the peasant conversation. Is he doing this? We want to know what's happening in the free calls and all. Those are peasant conversations. Let's talk about who let Diddy do all of this. It's everybody knew, so it had to be some super powerful people up there like, oh, yeah, leave Diddy alone. What happened to all those videos that they got when they went in the house? Where's all the footage? Where's everything everybody wants to see and hear? All you did is just make a documentary, basically just stumping on him when he's already down and then trying to accuse him of other crimes. That is snitching. And people are praising it, saying he's a troll. And I'm like, at some point, trolling is trolling. Like right now, everybody's trolling. We talk about that later. Rob from the TNT stuff, we're trolling him because he lost. But trolling's trolling. But at some point, this ain't even hating. This is flat out just lame. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I just know Diddy's not the top of the food chain. And if he's not the top of the food chain, who was allowing Diddy to get Revolt, get Ciroc, get all these things, do all this wild stuff? Who was doing it? Why didn't you point at them? You didn't point at them because you can't. Because you can't. So what you did is tried to create this narrative like you're standing with what's right. You didn't stand with anything. You just did and stood next to something that everybody don't like anyway. So to me, I don't know, man. It's not like I'm not a 50 fan. I do think he's funny, but this is lame. This is lame to me. I'm just sorry because he's not. It's just like, it's like Turning Point. Again, this whole thing. But you're telling me this person killed Charlie. Nobody believes that, bro. So why didn't you point at we're looking at it like, when the Diddy stuff came out, we're looking at it like, oh, he got rooms, he's drugging people, all this. We hearing videos of him and Meek Mills. We hearing all this crazy stuff. We seeing it. What did we hear? A couple prostitutes, Cassie, us flying niggas in. Blah, blah, blah. We didn't hear any. We heard some crazy stuff. Everybody's like, wow, that's crazy. But nobody major was implicated. Are you telling me everybody who's sitting at the top, the Russell Simmons, the Jay-Z's, the Leroy Coors, all the people sitting at the top of hip hop, what Diddy at that time? And now he's the only one facing this. Man, 50 lame for this, bro. No matter how much I see you, people give me mad at me all y'all want. He's lame for this, bro.
All right. I want to let you get all that out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, let's break down these layers.
Okay, cool.
Okay. First, I don't think 50's lame for this.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. Mm-hmm. This is business. This ain't personal. All this is business and entertainment. And in business, one thing I learned, a mentor once told me, business don't have no emotion.
It don't.
It doesn't have a spirit. It doesn't have laws, rules, it does ethics codes, none of that. It's business. And in business, you take advantage of opportunities. When the economy's down, what do the wealthy do? They take advantage of the opportunities that the poor can't do. They can't go out and buy 10,000 shares when a stock plummets. So they can get, you know what I mean? So 50 is taking advantage of an opportunity. Nobody says anything when these big corporations go out here and do these smear campaigns of documentaries on artists. We only saying it because, hold on.
No, we say it all the time. They just did one on CNN with Kobe. People go off.
But people ain't going off like they are about 50. Wanna know why? Because it's us doing it. When the thems do it, when the theys do it, nobody goes as hard as it does when they feel like it's us doing it to us. Nobody attacks them. It's no different than when 50 is the head of G Unit Records.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Game sold 5 million records.
You did.
Bank sold 2 million records off his first album.
Mm-hmm.
Buck did 1.8. The Beg for Mercy documentary did 4 million. 50 did 13 million on the first album, 10 million on the rest. I know this like the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
50 has never been in question about paying people, right?
Yes.
Okay. But when things don't go right, they go to 50. But 50 isn't the distribution.
Mm-mm.
Interscope was. So why didn't people bash Jimmy Iovine or Interscope? They didn't. They blaming him. But when you got a problem at Walmart, you don't go call Walmart. You don't go call the guy who owns Walmart, do you? Because you can't. It's only convenient because you can reach out and touch Diddy, 50, Ross, all these guys, Suge Knight, Jay Prince, and Tony Draper. All these guys is the head of these independent labels. If the independent label doesn't control everything. It's the universals.
Okay.
It's you know what I mean? Those records.
I have to see where you disagree because everything you're saying I agree with.
Right. I'm getting there. I'm just taking. I want you to walk with me.
Okay.
So I'm saying 50 has been known. He came into the game with this mentality.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Trolling, using, and the only reason why he did that. Let's talk about why he did that. Because Irv Gotti made New York City not do business with him. Had they did business with him, that How to Rob record never comes out. He did that record out of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing ball with New York City. He had love for New York City. He was putting on for the town. But when they turned their back to him and he landed, rest in peace, Irv Gotti, he said this himself on a podcast. He said, I hated that man into the lap of Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why 50's doing what he's doing, this goes back 20, 30 years.
But you named Irv. You still haven't named Diddy.
I'm coming. I'm just walking you where Diddy's part of New York City, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. He's part of one of the top 3 that runs hip-hop in New York City, right? You got Jay, you got Diddy, you got 50, right?
Yeah, I can say that, yes.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this goes back years. So 50 has been on Diddy's head for years, Pauls. He's been on his top cap for years. And if you go back to Drink Champs' interview with 50 Cent, he tells you then, Diddy said he wanted to take me shopping. I said, man, what the hell is wrong with this nigga? He's already talking about Diddy way back then. He's been attacking Diddy for years. Diddy was on Breakfast Club in one interview saying, 50 Cent loves me. You can't tell 50 loves me. This has been going on for years, so this ain't nothing different. And matter of fact,
everything you're saying doesn't equate to what he's doing now.
I'm bringing it all the way home.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm bringing it all the way home.
I'm listening.
All right, talk to him. So this documentary, the videos didn't come from 50. Mm-mm. Diddy was recording these videos himself. Mm-hmm. So what is everybody mad about? It ain't like 50 had a hidden camera somewhere and he's recording stuff without consent. No, Diddy had a full-time videographer with him that he didn't pay. That's how 50 ended up with the videos. Because Diddy did not, when Diddy got locked up, he didn't tell his son, he got somebody out there handling that money. Mm-hmm. Whoever's handling the money, if that's his mama or if his son, he didn't tell him, hey man, go there and pay him. Mm-hmm. Somebody's out there controlling that money. So because he didn't, that dude went and got a check. 50 had nothing to do with those videos and recording. That was Diddy doing them to himself. So if you're going to blame anybody, blame himself because those videos, when you don't take care of the person that you hired, the information and the evidence will end up in the wrong hands.
Yes.
And it ended up in the hands of the one person who said, I'm going to find a way to benefit off this, and that's what 50 did. 50 ain't even put that together. They just used 50. He was just a name. The person put that together was not. They said, hey,
but is he not on a tour right now?
Yes,
doing interviews about Diddy.
What is 50 Cent? He's a businessman. He's an entertainer / businessman. His job is to entertain, and his job is to do business at a high level. Business, not personal. So hold on.
But this is you just named 10 minutes of why it's personal. Yeah. So this ain't business.
It is. But still a lot of it is business.
You prove my point. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, whatever. So, I'm gonna tell you why it still goes back to business, because 50's about money.
I mean,
and he understands this is an opportunity to make a huge bag, and I guarantee them streaming numbers is off the chain. So yes, part of that in him is like, I'm gonna get this nigga. Now I got a perfect opportunity to get it. But he also know I'm gonna make a bag while doing it. If this one gonna make no money, 50 wouldn't have done it. Is so it goes back to business at the end of it, because he understood this is not only do I get to poke another hole in him, now I get to make money on top of it. So yes, he's going out, because right now 50 got power back on. Tommy's show, Force is back on, and it's cold. He got, what the other, Kanan? That's still on. So he's got to keep whatever he got going, the momentum. That's what all this is about. This is, as my big homies say, it's all entertainment.
I don't disagree. So what?
Preach. Why doing the best I can.
Well, I don't think you debunked anything I said. I said, why do you think I called him lame?
You called him lame for doing it. You called him lame for kicking them while he's down. But ain't Diddy kicked a whole lot of people? We saw who he kicked Cassie when she was down, right? Drug her, kicked her, and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel bad for him. Diddy's got a lot of blood on his hands. Literally. He's got a lot of blood on his hands. So when 50, so now I'm going back to everything you said. You said 50 was like, 50 put in there, he's snitching because he's saying he had something to do with Big. That's not the first person to say he had something to do with Big and Pac at all. There's been a truckload of people doing interviews saying that he had something to do with Big and Pac. Okay, so it ain't like 50 is, and it's not like 50's doing or saying anything new. This has been part of Diddy's persona or whatever for years. Diddy is a dirty motherfucker. He's been a dirty motherfucker forever.
These things, just because Diddy's dirty doesn't mean...
He's dirty. And if I can capitalize off your dirt, it's business.
Okay, let's look at it like that. My issue was, which you proved my point, my issue was he's lame because he's just another errand boy. Let's stop talking about 50 like he's really that dude. Like you just said, they can't touch Jimmy Iovine. And that's who I said. It said it's other people over him that he just replaced Diddy. He didn't...
Hold on. Okay, but hold on.
No. Let me say what I'm saying. Let me say what I'm saying.
Right here.
No, let me say what I'm saying.
No, because I'm going to tell you.
You're just another errand boy. 50 Cent. You're an errand boy. That's all you are. You are nothing else. Stop it. Nobody can touch Jimmy Iovine. You can't touch 50. You just replaced. You are now the new handler. You are now the new boy for the people who was handling Diddy. That's all I said was lame. That's what I'm saying. I said he's also kicking him when he's down. And you saying it's business. Fine. All business ain't good business. Like at the end of the day,
Diddy ain't, what good business has he done?
I don't care what Diddy's done. You're making an argument that I'm not having. I can't have arguments that I'm not having. I said it's lame because what people wanted to know is a direct connection to the Epstein files and all the major things that's going on. What he did is kept it peasant level conversation, talking about murders that happened 20 to 30 years ago and other stupid shit just to make Diddy look bad. You don't need nothing to make Diddy look bad. The dude said he likes when dudes bust on this girl and rubbing on his nipples. Nothing you have to do to make Diddy look bad, bro. What I'm saying is you just replaced him. You are now the new Diddy. You just look different at it. It's not anything different. So you got Jimmy Iovine, you got the other let's just say the red media, like Kanye called them. You got them basically saying, think about this, bro. Netflix just bought Warner Brothers. Who you think's running that? For $72 billion. Yeah. So my point is, it's not about, is he been petty? Of course he's all that. Diddy's a horrible person too. I'm not going to give 50 a pass for saying he's a real, I don't know him, but I don't agree with all his actions. My point, it's lame because you just took, it's business. Okay, all business. It is business. That's cool, and I don't have a problem with it. But now it's personal, and all business ain't good business. And when it gets personal, just like Tony Yayo said, 50 got ninja assassin money. So does Diddy. And so do other people.
Yeah,
So,
let me-
what I'm saying is,
okay.
I'm not wishing death on dude. I don't want any of that. I'm
Right.
just saying these actions are lame. You didn't do anything but just entertain and distract society from what the fuck from what's going on.
No. So let me stop you right there. He didn't distract anybody because the people who entertain this shit, this is all they entertain is messy shit. The messy community, it ain't went outside the messy community.
It has.
No, it has not.
How is it number one on Netflix?
A lot of shit hits number one on Netflix.
No, that's not true either. A lot of shit hits if you hit number one on Netflix,
you think Netflix get bought for that kind of money and a lot of shit ain't hit number one?
If you want to know the business aspect of it, Netflix was at $18 billion in the hole. People were messing with Netflix after they did all that stuff with the little movie with the little girls, the cuties movie.
But
what I'm saying, before they bought Warner
let's go
Brothers,
back to something.
Before they bought Warner Brothers, they bought it, they were $18 billion in the hole. So
right.
Netflix hasn't been shining like that. But at the end of the day, he's still number one. He's number one on Netflix. He's on Good Morning America. He's going around doing all these.
What does that tell you?
It tells me that, hey, little boy, go do what we're asking you to do, and you can get paid, and everybody think you're real.
No, that's not. You think they're thinking that? That's what our culture thinks. They're thinking business again. They're thinking money, profit. No different than when NWA first came into the game, and they had a meeting about the changing the direction of the content of hip hop. It's business.
Okay, so
what I'm saying to you. Hold on.
So what? Okay, so
I just told you, business don't got a spirit.
So what?
So it's business.
You don't have to go to the dark to do business.
You
is what I'm
don't,
saying.
but most of them do. Most of them who got their fortune got them doing
dirt.
Have
to do that.
Doing by robbing motherfuckers.
Okay, that's cool too. What I'm saying is
the people who are doing good business, it takes them longer because they're doing good business. Okay. But people who are just doing business.
That's not my point. I'm saying if you keep seeing business, so I'm insinuating that you think everything that's dark, dirty, and wrong is justified with the term business.
No, I'm saying this is just what it is.
I don't have a problem with the business. I'm not saying it's not business.
Because if there's not a dollar bill attached to it, most of the shit wouldn't even happen. Most of the shit is all based around money.
Man, money is a little thing in society that controls peasants. What I'm telling you is 50 Cent, it could be business all you want. I'm not denying it's business. I'm still saying
you can tell we ain't been in the studio in a couple weeks.
I'm still saying that he did not address everything that's why the whole conservative party right now is upset with Trump because he refuses to address the Epstein files. He did not address anything bigger than Diddy. So in the black community, we're looking like, man, Diddy must have been the top of the totem pole because that's what they want us to think. He's not. He's not even close to the top of it. If he was, think about this. If he was,
where was all
none of this would have happened.
Where was all this when the R. Kelly documentary was made?
I felt the same way.
Nobody had nothing to say. But I guarantee you.
But I did. A lot of people had a lot to say.
But if Usher was backing that, then somebody would have had something to say. Nobody attacks the head. Not just them. Nobody does.
Okay, I agree. I agree with that. Let's get the foundation right there. Nobody attacks the head.
Nobody does.
Right. But when 50's in the position with all the evidence, all the videos, everything you could do, why not attack who needs to be attacked? You know what? I'm gonna say it. It's because of
you didn't
let me finish.
You've been going for a minute.
I have not. I have not. And it's because of business.
We record.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's because of business, right? He says, "Hey, I'm worried about the dollar, so I don't want to rub these people the wrong way because I've seen them take Yeezy out, take all kind of people out. They just took Diddy out, right? I've seen them allow these people to do whatever they want to do for so long, and then when it's time, the devil coming to collect. It's time, like, let me whoop your little butt and calm down. My point is, you had an opportunity to take that direct shot. And number one, like you already said, he didn't even do it. He didn't edit it. He didn't do any of that stuff. So what you did is just put your name on it so you control the dude. And you was like, it's about money and business. That's cool. I'm not saying it's not. He got paid. I think it's lame. That was my only thing. Is I think it's lame.
So let me go this direction with you. We gotta get off the subject. We've been on this subject for way too long.
Yeah.
I am a huge 50 fan.
I see that.
Yes, I am. I'm a huge 50 fan.
You know he lost to Kanye when they did that.
Yes, he did.
Battle. Okay.
And if I told you my true I'm such a fan. I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 1.5 good albums.
Yes.
The rest of that,
it's like
it's
Cardi
been
B.
downhill.
It's Cardi.
Right?
He's more of a character in society than a hip hop artist.
I'm just talking about just, and you know.
He's Cardi
but
B.
let me say this. Let me say this. Listen to me very carefully. I need everybody to listen to me.
He's a male version of Cardi B.
I'm gonna do the Stephen A.
50 Cent's the male version of Cardi B.
Let me talk, man. Damn. I let you talk.
I just had to do it. It was too funny not to do it.
Man, I'm trying to do this without cussing. I'm breaking my own laws. Oh my God. Shit. Sorry, TikTok. Don't take my live down. All right.
You can't tell me this.
Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the Stephen A. Put the camera on me. 50 Cent. Yeah. Okay. 50 Cent. His day is coming.
I hope not. I don't want to wish that on
listen.
nobody.
Just hear me out. Just sit back for a minute. I had to. 50 Cent. His day is coming. Mm-hmm. 50, and I've been saying this for years. When me and my guys in the industry talk, I'm a huge fan, but I know his day is coming. When I say his day is coming, not his day of death. We all got that coming. Just live long enough, you're going to die. What I'm saying, his day of death in entertainment, in business, is coming because he's done too much. I don't agree with everything 50 done. You never heard me in this whole conversation say, I agree with what 50 is doing. I like what he's doing. No, I just said I understand what he's doing. It's business, right? So 50 has been trolling people. Remember the pay me by Monday, have my money by Monday? Remember I'm throwing Murder Inc. out of this because that was an assassination attempt, right?
Yeah, that was off street business.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about that.
Entertaining
but
that.
Everything else around that. The fight with Stars, the fight with Jimmy, the fight with Lloyd Banks and Buck, and the way he did Buck, man. Buck can't even sell oranges by the freeway at this point. And I mean, just the onslaught of what he has done to people over the years. Now, the flip side of that, low key.
I think that's exaggerated too.
No, it's not. I'm talking about everything that's documented, right?
Okay.
Because remember, I follow this guy. I'm a fan of this. I'm following this whole thing, and I can break this thing down to specs if we had time. Mm-hmm. But just as much as he has trolled people on the internet and all the dirty shit he's done, on the flip side of that, he's done just as good. But you don't hear about it. Other people has vouched for 50 and what he's done for him and the things he's done and how he's looked out. Just like Lil Meech, what he did for him. Paid for his acting classes. Wanted him to be in that position. Wanted to give him that. But people don't understand 50's mentality. I don't say I agree with everything, but I understand. He lives and dies by the street code. If you cross him in any way, he will disown you the next 5 seconds. Chris Lofton was on Breakfast Club saying the second 50 called him for a contract, he unfollowed Ja Rule on Instagram. He unfollowed everybody that was an enemy of him. He said, I didn't want Curtis Jackson to go to my Instagram and see me that I follow anybody that he disliked. I didn't want no smoke. He said, he told Envy, I'll show you right now after we get off here, I unfollowed all of them. Not because everybody just understands. When you understand how 50 works, you adjust and adapt if that's the person you want to do business with. What I'm saying is his day of reckoning is coming, trust me. And when it happens, you heard it here first. When 50's day come, it's gonna be ugly. Lord forbid if Lloyd Banks does a book or does his documentary. He knows where all the skeletons and the bodies are buried. You know what I mean? Lord forbid Tony Yayo gets mad at him in turn. If Tony Yayo goes against 50 at any point in life, it's over. But Tony, 50 Cent's day is coming because you can't, karma comes. The only reason why 50 is doing this, and this is where I agree with you, the only reason why 50's been able to do what he's done all these years is because he does have that protection. But just like Diddy lost his protection, just like Kelly lost his protection, 50 and Jay-Z ain't far from it. 50's going to lose his protection, and once those gloves are off, it's over.
Here's what I think. I don't know if your protection is lost if you remain and continue to play the game. So
that's the only thing that's going to keep him. But at some point, when he's no longer valuable to the elite, they will let him go.
I think one thing I will give 50, and I hope I don't wish death or anything bad on anybody. I hope none of this ever happens. But I do think he's smart enough to be like, I got things saved, and things like okay, which I think Diddy did too. But if they know where like the money is and all that, they can get you. The only problem is everything's digital. When Kanye was going through it with the red media, is what you're gonna call him, when he was going through it with him, He couldn't get $100 million out of Chase. He was worth $8 billion at the time. They wouldn't let him take money out. So these people play the dirtiest games of all time. But I think 50 plays the game. I don't think anything's going to happen to 50 because I think 50 is going to continue to play
Every
the game.
dog has his day.
And I think they allow him to be
Every
this bully.
dog has his day.
And he has. He's gotten shot.
No.
What I'm saying is he has.
That's life, right? That's going to happen. Something
that's what
in your
karma
life is going to happen. But I'm telling you, when that type of day comes, when you can't recover, Ja Rule still ain't recovered.
Ja Rule's fine.
Ja Rule ain't recovered.
I mean, I'm saying, but that's why I said that's overly exaggerated too, because everybody else he's battled is fine and they're flourishing and doing fine.
Right, because Ja Rule wasn't the game. Ja Rule wasn't Rick Ross.
Ja Rule wasn't Jadakiss.
Yeah.
But Ja Rule wasn't.
Ja Rule wasn't Sean.
Ja Rule was an easy target because he had that, what would I do without you? And all that singing. But we can't deny that Murder Inc. had hits.
Yeah, they did.
So then another thing that makes 50 weak to me or lame is that, and I'm not saying he's weak or what this action is you talked about Ja Rule
and did the same thing that he
did. And then made the same music.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I always have this thing where I'm like, oh, you really did not like that person. You didn't like the fact that they was in the position that you wanted to be.
You got to get out the way.
Yeah.
You know, you read the 48 laws of power.
It does. I did. So it goes back to when you said it's either if you want to do business with him or not. And dude,
that's it.
Yeah, and the dude's talking about he unfollowed everybody. Listen, bro, I don't know you. I didn't grow up with you. I am not inheriting your beef or any of that shit. Like, so no. I will not do business with that dude because I'm not inherited anything and I'm not going to be under constant pressure to fear if I cross you or you don't like what I say or you might try to air me out. No.
That's what the elites do.
I didn't say it was right. I said I wouldn't be involved with it.
So, all right, we let's move right along.
You got, what's the number 2 thing?
We're going to touch this and then we're going to move on to the NBA because
we talked too long about that.
Yeah. So Daz and Snoop, they're cousins, and they're beefing for the 400th time in my lifetime, right? But this time, I think it's permanent. Let me say this. I gotta be real. I gotta go out to California soon. Snoop. I am a fan of Snoop from an artist standpoint. As an entertainer, he's done his job very well. Mm-hmm. He's transitioned, reinvented himself multiple times very well.
Is he the most popular rapper ever? Popular is different from best.
That's an interesting question. We'll get to that. Mm-hmm. However, when it comes down to loyalty, when it comes down to being what I consider, I just don't think Snoop is who we thought he was. And it keeps revealing itself through interviews, through these type of situations. You're being exposed for being somebody we thought you wasn't. We can even go back to the shooting.
Let's elaborate there. Who did you think he was so people can understand?
We just, when you present yourself a certain way, we give you a chance, right? We bind into
what is the presentation?
The presentation was he was a cool, laid back, dope rapper that, he caught a raw deal at Death Row. P put him back up and now he's showing his appreciation by looking out for others. Okay. That's the presentation that I took from.
So what is he doing that doesn't align with that?
Man, anytime your cousin can come with documentation, be conversation.
Yeah, that's a good line. Who said that?
Charleston White.
Yeah. He sure did. I just couldn't remember.
Shout out to Charleston White.
Yeah, I just can't remember who said it.
But documentation be conversation. Mm-hmm. And anytime your cousin can flawlessly, and he's a Gemini, so you already know he's firing from all angles.
Probably.
Yes. When you can continue to come with the documentation, you can't argue that.
What is the documentation?
That's why the royalties, the paperwork, the publishing, who did when what, because Dr. Dre didn't do All Eyes on Me. He only did a certain song. Daz did most of that album. Daz did most of the Chronic.
So
it was a collaboration album. So when Dr. Dre got the credit because he had the bigger name.
So I'm going to be an asshole right now.
So hold on, I know. But what I'm saying is Snoop had an opportunity when he took over Death Row to flip things around. Daz just did an interview where he said that man only owned 3 albums out of all the catalogs because everybody took their publishing back because it's the 35 years you're going to do a reverse, and everybody took it back. If they wouldn't have done it, had they trusted Snoop, they wouldn't have done that. If they trusted Snoop, they knew Snoop was going to do good by the money, do good by the contracts, they would have just left it right there and kept eating. The only person he got over there is October London. Shout out to October London from the Nap.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he got. So what I'm saying is Dash wouldn't have done this had you took care of him. But because he wouldn't give back his publishing, you remove him, you kick him off again. That's been going on. I follow that. That's been going on a campaign so raw is crazy. When you can prove it, you can't argue it. The only thing Snoop has said back to Dash out of all this, you better leave me alone because I'm going to hurt you business-wise. What? Key word? Business. You can go.
So when people say...
Hip Hop and Hoops, Fly on the Wall Studios, baby. Naptown is where it gets real over here. You want to come join us? You know what to do.
when people say... When people look at that situation, you saying business, okay, I understand all of that, right? And if Dash wrote all that stuff, which is hilarious, and that means it's Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, the same people who run 50, and apparently they do bad business. So at the end of the day, I'm sitting back and I'm looking and I'm saying, okay, you got Dash, you got Snoop, you got family, bro. Figure it out. You would never in your life see me and Hustle arguing on Facebook and or on the internet, arguing with each other
Shout
over
out to
money.
Hustle.
Over money. You won't. My mother won't let it happen. His mama won't let it happen. His daddy won't let it happen. Our cousins won't let it happen. They be like, are y'all crazy? Like the number one thing you shouldn't do is that. Now, the whole idea of death row, we don't know the in particulars and anything. You might know, I don't know. But when Death Row did that and then Snoop bought it or whatever happened to Snoop, I gave it to Snoop. Mm-hmm. Snoop has the reign. Mm-hmm. Now, the question is, does Snoop have any, because if you seen all he got is October London, did he have any ideas or strategy or anything, or did it just fall in his lap? Because the first person he should have called, the first person he should have called was Daz.
Let me answer that real quick.
Incorrupt.
So from what Snoop said, he basically got it back to do the right thing with it because of all the bad memories and all the bad stuff that happened at Death Row. And plus, people wasn't paid. People still haven't been paid for the chronic. So he said, I found a way to obtain it, and I'm going to do the right things with it. So that's why all this is.
Yeah, so it seems like he did have an idea, and he did say something. Now they holding you to your words. They're asking you to be accountable, and you're not doing it. I still think it's lame that families beefing in front of everybody. You would never see that happen with me, with anybody that I'm close to. It's just weird. You can have a conversation. I can talk it out. You can go to the grass. Like I had beef with somebody one time. I was like, it's nothing but grass and opportunity outside. We could be cool later. So I'm not with family going on the internet. So anything past that, I don't care because it's lame that y'all both taking shots at each other. And then you got to go. We just passed Thanksgiving. You got to go to your family's house, and it's still half of your family know Dash, the other half are cool with you. And it's like you make everybody uncomfortable doing that dumbness. So for me, it's just like, no, I don't like it. Before we go to hoops, I do want to mention one more thing because I know that was the last thing. Game dropped a mixtape.
Okay, I've heard about it. I heard it was dope.
It's fire. And it's fire.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite Game album, 1992. No, 1992 is my favorite Game album.
This is called.
The documentary is a G-Unit album.
It could be. This is a Gangsta Grills album. You went back to Gangsta Grills?
Yeah.
So it's every movie needs a trailer. Let me tell you what he's doing in it. He is taking shots at everybody.
Oh, he's doing
and
that
the
again.
Culture. No, he's going crazy.
No, but did you know, not to control, because I know you're promoting it, and shout out to the game. Did you ever hear Ghost Unit?
Yeah. All them disses he made. But this is different. It's
that
him.
Destroyed G-Unit.
It's him standing on business on everything. He's like, he said, I'm not arguing with a man with a purse. Or he's saying stuff like that. Y'all got makeup on. He's going at everything. He's not playing any games.
But he paid. He had to pay $20 million because he violated a woman. Okay.
Okay. I don't know the in particulars of that case.
It's documented.
I don't know the.
It's public information.
Yeah, but they said okay.
He's in trouble financially.
Yeah, and it's probably true too. I'm not saying that's not with the rapping. I'm saying if that's what happened, let's look at Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein's in jail for rape, essentially, right?
Yeah. Right.
Candace looked into it, and it was all lies. So when I see these things, it's like
let me tell you something about Hollywood. Oh no. You know what?
Hold on. Let me get, because I just said Candace. Let me get to something.
Yeah, you do you know I love the city of Los Angeles? Every time I go out there, seriously, I am cemented out there as far as anytime I go out there, it's up. fucking with you, man. I'm gonna be
Well,
bad.
I'm telling you, the Game album's dope. I told you, K. Dot won the beef. I mean, none of that. So he has a song called "The Assassination of Candace Owens," and Candace has talked about it before she heard it, and she was like, "Oh, of course, this song," but she didn't hear it, and she actually gave it a chance. And I was like, that was honorable because if everybody's attacking you on the internet, as soon as somebody puts something that's out there, you could be like, "Fuck them too," because that's how I would be. I don't know how she's maintaining mentally. So. The song is basically, he says Obama and Kamala, how much he loved them and all this. He's like, let them speak their truth and all that. It's a dope song. And it's actually an amazing record because he's talking about America and like everything that's going on and why we're struggling. It's a very dope record. The problem people have is like everybody's going to Candace. And the issue with that is that like the main conservative people, I know most people ain't gonna understand this, like the PBDs, the Tim Pools, the Officer Tatums, all these main conservative people and Turning Point and everybody's is taking shots at Candace and she's dividing the party and all this. And everybody's like, why are y'all listening to Candace? The reason we're listening to Candace is we've seen her go to war. We've seen her always be honest. We've seen her tell the truth. It's not like, hey, we just don't like Turning Point that much that we're going to go against them. No, she has had receipts on every last thing she said before Turning Point with the Brigitte Macron, with the Ben Shapiro, everybody that she has had to go at. It's always been on a straight moral foundation of Christianity. And once you break that moral foundation, she's not going with you no more. Therefore, I'm looking at this and this dude named A Smart, I think is his name. She said his name on the podcast. I think he's up like hundreds of thousands of views. She has that power now and they don't like it. And I think Game was smart to say, let me mention her name and watch what happens. Because right now, just like when Dame went to the Breakfast Club and everybody was attacking Dame, if anybody on the internet said anything positive about Dame, he reposted it. So now you got the #1 podcast in the world. #1 in the world. And she's like, the Game, I'm a gangster now. Now all of these Candace Owens fans are going to go listen to this Gangsta Girls album. I give them credit for understanding the times and understanding which move, because it's a dangerous thing to do.
Now guess what he just did?
What do you do?
Business. He understood the assignment.
And nobody, at no point in none of these conversations have I disagreed with business. I just said if it's lame or not. To me, what 50 did was lame.
Hip Hop and Hoops, man. Hip Hop and Hoops, man. Follow us online and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Hip Hop and Hoops Pod. Right here, Fly on the Wall Studios, man, with my man Kev. If you need a podcast studio in the local Indianapolis area, make sure you stop by West Side, Naptown.
Forever East Side, though.
You know what I mean? And come in and holler at my man Kev.
We're right across the street from Ben Davis. I went to Warren, so I don't feel safe over here.
Follow him on Instagram at Fly on the Wall TV and lock in with him. I'm trying to get him to change his name on IG. I'm still struggling with that, and we're gonna get him together.
He don't have to change nothing.
He does.
We just have to tell
Fly on the Wall Studios, man.
Yeah. Now we just have to tell everybody why Kev is great.
He's great. He's
that's all that matters.
Yeah, Kevin is one cool guy, man. I'm trying to tell you. But let's move on because Kevin got stuff to do. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, I got a game in 7 in the 45 and over.
You act like you didn't because you went on
since I came home
for 50. Like 50 stole your lunch money back when you was in 8th grade.
No, I actually like 50. I'm just saying what he did. What he did in this moment was lame to me.
All right,
but I knew he wasn't gonna be Kanye on the graduation.
Yeah. Let's move right along. Everybody knew that. 50 knew that. But what 50 do again? He's doing business because he understood the assignment. This is going to generate this buzz. I'm going to make this money. I know I'm not going to beat Kanye. So I ain't worried about beating Kanye. I'm worried about generating enough interest to where I'm going to make my... Come on, man. The man know what he's doing.
I think that hurt Kanye, though.
It didn't hurt Kanye.
I'm going to tell you why it did.
No, we're not going to know.
No, it's quick. It's quick. It's quick.
It's not quick.
What was the album he went against? What was the album he went against? The Graduation. He should have dropped it literally in March. And then in May, all the kids would have been bumping Can't Tell Me Nothing.
This
the
is what
Good
you get
Life,
when you get two Geminis talking.
That's what it would have happened for the rest of their life.
That album sold 3 million records.
On the rest of their life, I'm saying the rest of their life, Can't Tell Me Nothing, Good Life, all those major tracks that feel like after you graduated from high school or college will be playing right now every single time if he would have did it strategically in March.
Oh God, that's a
50.
Man, let me move on, man. We gotta go. Okay.
The basketball.
Yes, hip hop. I mean not hip hop.
Basketball.
Hoops, NBA. Before I get to this next topic that I want to talk about the #1 team in the league, OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder. My God, them boys over there is kicking ass. And oh my God, they are 22-1. And they are doing this shit effortlessly. They are toying with people, man. Mm-hmm. Look, man, at first I was, you know what? I still stand on it. I do believe if Hollenberg didn't get hurt in game 6, they were beating the OKC. We would have been celebrating the championship in Indiana, okay? But I think Indiana, we might be cursed or something. Because first in 98, they didn't beat Mike when they should have. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Then you had the Detroit situation. That was supposed to be a championship. Then they played the Lakers. I mean, but they still had a chance to win that too. Like, we've had chances.
The worst was the Larry Johnson 3.
Yeah, it was.
Because Jordan wasn't even in the league at that time.
But what I'm saying is OKC, shout out to them, man, because damn, I didn't expect this. I expected them to do what typically happens with young teams. They win a championship, and then they just get relaxed, and they get to partying, they get to doing too much. They are focused.
Well, the thing
they are driven. They got a system. They are the new San Antonio Spurs.
More like the Warriors, but
no. What I mean by that is small market, right?
I mean, San Francisco wasn't the hugest market before Steph got there.
This guy, I think, you know what?
Small market. Keep going.
Don't worry about it. You know what? I'm finished.
No, it's not. It's not one player in San Antonio's history when they won them 5 championships that averaged 30 points a game.
That's not what I meant.
What I'm saying is, in the Warriors system, Steph averaged 30 points a game. Clay averaged 25 points a game.
That's not what I meant, though.
But that's what I meant. The ball movement. You got to think the people who
that's what I'm talking about. The way they equally had a small market. Yes. They were not projected or expected to have high expectations or win anything, but they quietly put together 5 championships. OKC is following in that footsteps that I believe. So that's why I said they're the new San Antonio Spurs, by the way. They're doing things. They're quiet out there in OKC. They ain't got no controversy going on, ain't no scandals going on, ain't nothing going on but basketball. They are kicking ass.
Well, but first before I compare them to the Warriors, they're that way because of their leader. We don't give Shea enough credit. He's not about that lifestyle that you're talking about. They get lazy and all that. He's locked in. He loves players like Kobe. He tells you Kobe's his favorite player of all time. So he's not going, and he respects the game. You could tell. Like when you hear him talking to his teammates and when you hear him get in line, they get right in line. He goes out there and puts on the line. He plays defense. He plays offense. He can't be stopped. He's not scared to take the winning shot. When the game's on the line, like we came back when I was watching the Warriors play, and we came back. Game was on the line. Shea came in and just started destroying us. It was nothing we could do.
I think they was toying with them.
It could have been.
They got bored.
It could have been toying with them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we got to give credit because we don't give credit because of LeBron James, but we got to give credit to the leadership of Shea and how everybody fell in line. This, again, why I believe it's like the Warriors. Steph Curry's a very laid-back person. Shea's married with a kid. Steph Curry's married with 3 kids and 4 kids now. But at that time, he was married with maybe Riley when they went to the whatever. The movement of the Warriors is never talked about. It's always the threes and threes and threes. It's never the movement and how the ball's always sharing and moving. So the fact that that is a pause, right? Jesus. But the movement of the game, the ball doesn't stick. It doesn't stay with one player. So because of that, it's like the way Steph Curry plays, it's a beautiful thing to watch. But because he was going against LeBron James, they couldn't talk about how beautiful the game was. They had to say, "Oh, they ruined basketball for all the threes." It was a narrative change because they didn't want to give Steph the credit. So we can say, here's what I'm saying. You can say because here's what it came from the Spurs because Steve Kerr played for Michael Jordan or Phil Jackson. Then he played for the Spurs with Popovich. Then he he worked at Phoenix as with Steve Nash and them in the 6 seconds. So he mixed all that and made Golden State offense. So part of this.
Whoa. No, he took what Mark Jackson left over and carried it on and it's added pieces to it. But
okay.
he took it was already set for him.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm talking about the offense that they running.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. Mark Jackson didn't have this offense.
Jackson.
No, he did not.
Oh my God.
Mark Jackson had them playing defense.
Do you know what's going to happen online when I post this?
You can post it. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Warriors fan. Mark Jackson didn't have this offense. Mark Jackson had them playing defense, and Mark Jackson is probably the greatest motivator in the NBA history. He made them feel like he the one said what's the name? Mark Jackson to the Warriors was kind of like who coached the Bulls before Phil Jackson? Doug Collins. Doug Collins let Michael Jordan do whatever he wanted to do. And Michael Jordan averaged 38 points, got Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, went crazy that year. But the offense was based around Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry, Mark Jackson, all he did is push Steph Curry to shoot, do whatever he do. Steve Kerr came in, implemented the system where the ball's moving all the time. Draymond's talked about this. That's what I'm saying. Draymond was like, we don't like this because we don't want the wrong person shooting. I would rather, if Steph got the ball, we don't need to pass it. We need to let Steph go to work and dribble, do whatever. Steve Kerr was like, no, we're going to do this. So Steve Kerr, again, I just told you, he played for the Bulls, played for the Spurs.
I know all this. Yeah.
So he implemented that and created the system that's in. And the funny part is that only works. The system only works if you have Steph Curry. But the movement.
System only works if you have Draymond.
No.
We talked about this before.
No. Draymond.
Because of when you oh God.
G League player.
You know what? We don't even have time to go into this because I had other topics to talk about as far as how the 3-point line. We was going to have a whole conversation about the 3 points, the 3-pointers, and other things. But let's I didn't want to.
No. Draymond's not. If the system worked with Draymond, then you can replace Curry.
You got to have both.
No. If it works with Draymond, I can replace Draymond with anybody.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Who you want me to replace him with?
You can't put Kenyon Martin in his spot and he does what Draymond does. No.
I don't know.
Because he didn't do it when he had.
Did he have the chance?
That's another topic we need to get to.
Did he have the chance? I could put Giannis there.
No.
Yes, I can.
No, because it's going to be a different offense altogether.
No, it's not.
It's going to be
Steph Curry doesn't need the ball. That's the problem, is that the fact that other players need the ball. Giannis can still be Giannis, control the offense, do whatever he do and all that, and he's going to be way opener or way more open.
Way open.
Yeah. Way more open playing with Steph Curry.
All right, let's move right along. So the next topic at hand is Chris Paul. Chris Paul recently was let go disrespectfully. I believe disrespectfully in the middle of the night on the road by the Los Angeles Clippers, and he was not able to finish out his retirement year as a Los Angeles Clipper. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it. First of all, anybody who's studied the NBA longer than 5 minutes knows Chris Paul is not really a light guy like that. He has
I don't like the reason he's not liked though.
But he's not liked. Like, people are not surprised. I'm only surprised at it the way they did it, not at what they did. Mm-hmm. And if you watch Stephen A., if you listen to what Ken Perkins had to say, they will tell you, man, people ain't surprised. The other players in the league that's played with him are not surprised at what happened because they said that dude is not a very liked man. And so I believe, and if you remember the stories over the years of Chris Paul and getting into it with other players and things of that nature, I believe what happened, this has been told online, you watch ESPN, that he was being too vocal and maybe not knowing the choice of words that he used, but wording is everything. So
wording is everything to who? Okay, keep going.
What I'm saying is,
because now I'm starting to get mad. Not at you, but the idea that in sports we need to tone police. We're not women.
But
like, shut the fuck up. I've gotten cussed. Not you. I'm saying I've gotten cussed out by my teammates multiple times. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Sometimes it ain't the message. Sometimes it's the messenger.
Yeah, that sounds like women. I don't. That's why
that happens with anything.
That's why I don't like
why they don't like them. Me and you say right now. You might say LeBron need to retire. I'll say LeBron need to retire. It's going to be taken different from when you say it. When I'm saying sometimes it ain't the message. Sometimes it's the messenger.
I agree with that.
What I'm saying is Chris Paul had reportedly had incidents with Ty Lue.
Yeah, it looked like he was dirty macking his girl. So that's what I think. I think it's some tender dick shit going on. So that's what I think is going on. I think Ty Lue girlfriend was flirting with CP or whatever or something like that. Kind of like the Derek Fisher, Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes type thing. I think that's the issue. Now, you're saying it's the messenger, right? Let's look at the messenger.
I'm just saying it could be.
I'm not saying it's not.
Right.
Let's look at the messenger. The messenger is somebody who has like 10 assist titles. He's known as the point guard. He's always been a winner. He's always been a leader.
No. You got to win to win.
Yeah, he's not. Okay. He's always been consistent. Let's say that.
Yes, correct.
And he turns franchises around from
Agreed.
New Orleans to the Clippers to even Houston to when they thought he was going to purgatory with OKC when Shea first got there. Remember, he was the point guard and Shea was the two guard.
Yeah.
So the Messenger is one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. I don't really care which I got to say. Now look who's calling me hustle. I don't really care which I got to say. Now, is it some dirty macking, some tender? Well, it could be that too. But as far as the Messenger, I don't care if he's mean. It's like you're 15 years old. Listen to your coach. This is a 20-year vet who has played against everybody. Kobe, Jordan, he's signed to Jordan. He knows everybody. He knows the game. He has one of the highest IQs in the game. And I'm not a Chris Paul fan. Just to let you know, when my boys see this, they're going to be like, this sounds crazy. But I say he's been dirty, hitting people in the nuts and stuff like that. I don't disagree with any of that. But as far as organization and business,
I had a feeling that was going to come back to me later.
Yeah. As far as organization and business, Clippers is known as the worst organization in the world. This is why I say you got to make sure you treat the players good so players will want to come play with you. The Bulls haven't recovered since Jerry Krause did whatever he did to Jordan. Players don't forget. So, again, mention OKC again. I don't think it's a happenstance. Do you know they got 2 of the top 10 picks this year in one of the greatest drafts coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Sam Presti, their GM, is the best GM in sports, and he's been that since he got the job at OKC. He drafted Jeff Green and Kevin Durant in the same draft. Next year, he got Russell Westbrook. Next year, he got James Harden. Next year, he got, what's the big dude that blocked all the shots that was dating the girl, Carrie Hilson? Ibaka.
Oh, Ibaka.
He got Ibaka.
Okay.
He drafted Jeremy Grant, who's balling in Portland. He drafted Sabonis, who's balling in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
He traded. Do you understand what he got in that Shea trade? That's why he got these picks. Nobody was believing in Shea like that, but they were traded all that and Paul George. That's how Paul George got to OKC. So Sam Presti's the best. But as far as CP3, man, I don't like how the NBA did it. I don't like how the Clippers did it. I think he announced his retirement, and then like 3 days later they cut him. It's like, let him go out. You don't even have to play him, but they saying he's disrupting the locker room. All right, he's been gone. Y'all still losing. What's disrupting the locker room is you have 2 superstars who are the most overrated superstars probably of this era. James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. They're not winners. They're not leaders. They don't want to play. They fake a million injuries.
Yeah.
You're not winning, and you got all this talent. Even like I love Kawhi, but when he was in Toronto, he played well. When he was in San Antonio, he had Popovich. But ever since then, he just don't like basketball, bro. He plays when he wants to. He even in the bubble. Remember, they was like the Clippers didn't want to be there. They was like, we happy we lost. Like I felt like they threw that series. Like, the problem is your superstars. The problem is your management. The problem is your front office. That's the problem. You're gonna sit there and try to blame it on CP.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll say this about CP3. Yeah, CP3 is one of the best point guards to ever play this game. However, you've played with a plethora of talent around you all your career, and you have not managed one championship. There's a reason for that.
I can name 5 players the same way.
Well, what I'm saying is, how many has he played? He's been in the league, 20 years?
Let's say this. They was up 3-2 against the Warriors, and he got hurt. And
a lot of
times it's injuries.
But let's go before the injuries, right? When you had Blake Griffin out there, you
Lob
had
City.
Jordan out there.
Yes, Lob City.
You had Crawford out there. Wouldn't Skip to me Lou out there too? You wasn't there then?
Lou Williams came later, but that squad was like Matt Barnes, Austin
they
Rivers,
had,
JJ Redick.
But nothing that CP has never been able to lead a group to the promised land. I don't even think he's ever even been to the finals.
He has. He lost to Giannis.
Who was it?
He went with Devin Booker. The Suns ain't been the same since they traded CP. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He turns franchises around.
He makes them better. But he makes them better, but he doesn't. It's something that goes on that he doesn't win. Same way with James Harden. James Harden to give you a hell of a season. As soon as he get down there to when it matters, he just chokes. Yeah. So I don't. It's something.
It's a lot. Stockton never won a championship. What I'm saying, it's a lot. Barkley, Malone. I can name a lot of players.
Yeah.
But if Malone's in the locker room, or Barkley's in the locker room, or Stockton, let's say Stockton's in the locker room, you're telling me young players in the organization ain't gonna listen to John Stockton?
Yeah, they will.
That's what I'm saying. It's just I think.
But maybe he's just not a likable guy.
It don't matter if you're likable or not. To lead, I don't have to be likable to lead, bro.
In today's, you know how sensitive these players are, man.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why I said it sounds like we're talking about women. Like,
I mean, but he did something.
Man up.
Something happened. We may never know the real.
I think it's dirty macking. That's what I think. I don't think it's business. I think it's sensitive dudes when they come, like, go back to the Dog Pound and Snoop Dogg was one of they number one songs. Every other city we go. Right? So they all sharing the same women, and some of them, like, you think these dudes are cool. You think they, like, might be like player. They're not player. Matt Barnes just got caught sending an AI girlfriend $61,000,
which is crazy.
That's not even crazy. It's like, it's flat out dumb.
Yeah,
like, why would you send? I wouldn't send her $6 if I never met her. He said $61K. Yeah. Like, you're just a lame. Like, what is happening is the society gave these people super lames a lot of money, and we just like look at them like they're them people because they got money. Money don't make character. Money don't make cool. Like, I don't need any of that stuff to be cooler than you. It's just weird. So, nah, man, like, weird.
All right, man. Hip Hop and Hoops, Fly on the Wall Studios.
Is that the last thing we're talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got one more thing, man.
Go ahead. Close it out.
I just want to let people know this TNT, the Nets chapter, y'all did all that talking. All that talking. Kevin, they did all that talking. Before it was Rob 30-4, Rob 30-10, Rob 30-15. DA ain't nothing. DA don't know nothing about this. This ain't the 5-on-5. This is 1-on-1. You ain't built like that. It's dogs over here, bro. He been here for the last 20. He been raised by animals, dinosaurs. You think we was worried about you weak bums? We were not worried about you bums. We knew he was gonna win, and like he said at the end, I didn't even play that good, and I still beat your quote-unquote king. No, shut up. Y'all don't want nothing to do with Indiana. Y'all came here, bought your own refs, and was cheating. Y'all lucky we let y'all out the gym, and now you're going to do all this talking and all this crazy stuff before, and when you lose, now what? Shut up. It was a great day for Indiana yesterday. DA smacked this dude, Rob. Go look it up. The next chapter, all this one-on-one, all this stuff. I'm 45, bro. If I went 45, I'd dog these dudes. No. DA smacked y'all. Indiana up. Anybody want to see it? Jeff Num got a shoe deal. Indiana up. Pat McAfee got the #1 podcast. Indiana up. IU #1 in the world in football. Indiana up. Purdue #1 in the basketball. Indiana up. We just came from the finals. Indiana up. Taylor coming back. Indiana up. Jetty coming out next year. Indiana up. What do y'all want to do? Indiana's up.
Hip Hop and Hoops. Indiana's up. Naptown. West Side. And we out. Wake up, God damn it.
Don't say the West Side.